Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Today we're talking about Pastor Kumuyi, President Tinubu, and of course the Chicago certificate. And I'm going to give my take on all this. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen, double click the screen, double click the screen. Double click the screen, double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Hello, everybody. Lekon Allison, I met you today when we went to eat amala. Simply Vic, you took 30 minutes of my time. That's why I've not been able to come up since. How are you doing? Now, I'm going to start without wasting any time. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Pastor Kumuyi said something that I find, in my humble opinion, I will say this respectfully, I find a tad disturbing. And here is why. K Auto Detailing, come and do my moto now. I don't wait for you since. Your boys will come, your boys will come, your boys will come. Today is already Thursday. And since last week, make una help me. Oh yeah, everybody beg K Auto Detailing. K Auto Detailing. Come and help me wash my car. What do they call it? Power wash and uh, polish the parts of the car that you were supposed to put. I haven't forgotten what the parts were. Oh yeah, everybody help me beg K Auto Detailing. No, now only him sabi do this problem for this Nigeria. He is the only one that knows how to. K Auto Detailing. Come and help me do my moto. No be power steering, now to wash, power washing. We've done the ceramic already. About one bottle of ceramic now na 100,000 naira. Anybody wey do ceramic for in car, and me I just go, I say, okay, just get me 2 bottles. Omo, 200k now, so I enter the gbese. We still dey inside. Saturday. Am I available on Saturday? Okay, come on Saturday. Shey una here now say K say go come on Saturday. Pressure wash, that's the thing. Pressure wash. Then I also have the front. There is a front license plate holder. There's I ordered an attachment for it, so we'll just screw in the attachment. I won't use the front number plate anymore, but just in case one day police decide that they want to be misbehaving, at least let me have that mount that you just slide in. It's called on and off. There's a way you just slide it on and slide it off when you don't want to have it. So please, K Auto Detailing. K Saturday. Someone say, can you text the name to us? It's right there. K Auto Detailing. Now in sabi do ceramic for your motor. He will charge you an arm and a leg, but just know that it is worth it. You know that wash that they do, that they remove your full tires, is 250,000 naira. K has done my own. He did it for all. Anytime my cars look a bit dirty, he will come. They will jack the car up, remove the wheels, and wash the whole under, wash the wheels, clean the wheels specially, and put ceramic. It's about 250k. So, naim be that, okay. K. Make una patronize her. In fact, don't patronize him until he has done my car. Because if una patronize and I'll give her work, I can't get time to do my own. Make una no patronize am, okay? Come and finish my work, or else get customer for this Lagos. Someone say no go bad, make I bring am live, make we hear from am. Now Tinubu matter I wan talk now. He say I bought you kilishi. Now say go dey do, you go buy yogurt, you go buy kilishi. Come and do the work, leave kilishi, leave yogurt. Come and do the work. The work go dey there 1 month. At least the emergency work, that day you go call K, where are you? I need you will come that day. But to come finish your work. Oh yeah, come. So let's go to our topic today. Pastor Kumuyi, double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Who's my number one gifter? Follow my number one gifter. Chuku Onyerem Chu. Now, Igbo people, they always be my number one gifter. In fact, Yoruba people, wetin do now? I be one of una now. Igbo people go, they dominate gifter. Una no dey shame. Una no dey shame. Oh yeah, Yoruba people, yeah. Come and show my Igbo brother, say, una self they try. Even if una no win, make una try. Eh? Igbo people will come now, begin buy motorcycle. They'll be. But one day I will just change my tribe to Igbo. I'm telling you, I don't near that junction where I go just, you go just see me say my name now, Okechukwu. Do you people can stingy? They'll just come, they'll buy you one rose. User, don't buy one money gun. I don't know which tribe you be. You know, write your tribe, make I know you be. Now you be like number one gifter. Are you Igbo Yoruba? Please be Yoruba also. At least Yoruba people go. At least we no go just carry last. Imagine me, Yoruba man, don't they claim Igbo. They'll just change my name from na K auto detailing. That's still Igbo. Modano. Dada Tijani, thank God, you just bail me. Igbo people don't start again, they don't win me. They'll just change my name to Ife Sinachi from Ifedayo. Just be Ife Sinachi. Akuku resemble Igbo, that's why I yellow. Dada Tijani, they fire them back. Say, Prince don't respond. And Prince na Igbo. Hey, Omo. Two money gone from Igbo, 2 from Yoruba. Someone say Chinedu will be better. Any name will now want give me. I be Igbo. I follow now. Now they follow now. So anyway, let's get to the business of today so I don't bore you or dull you with my topic and of course the conversation I'm having on TikTok. You know, I love my TikTok family. You see, I'm worried about the statement Pastor Kumuyi made. And please, I do not mean this disrespectfully. So I wouldn't want anybody to take this as, Daddy Freeze is disrespecting Pastor Kumuyi. I'm not in any way. But I need us to look at this conversation. Forget the past. God will use Tinubu to build the country. Forget the past. God will use Tinubu to build the country. I don't have a problem with anything Pastor Kumuyi said, except the word God. As a pastor, if you ask me, I would advise all pastors to be neutral. You don't have to fight the people's battles with them. Stay out of it. Someone said Tinubu has finished the country. Tinubu has not done anything wrong since he stepped into the office. The only place I don't support Tinubu in is this Niger that they want to go and whatever it is. That's the only thing he has done that I've not supported. Every other thing is in order by me. Now, let me continue with this. And when I'm done, maybe you'll understand where I am coming from. You see, pastors need to learn. I pray they don't learn the hard way. They need to learn to stay out of politics. Because nobody can save Nigeria. And anywhere you turn, you will make enemies. If you follow Peter Obi, you might have the support of the youth, but another section of the population will not like you. I follow Showore. Peter Obi people fought me. Tinubu people are not happy with me. But Showore is the only person I could, with my full heart and conscience, support and go to sleep. He is the only youth. He is the only change. If God woke me up and said, Daddy Freeze, let me not use God, let me not offend God. If anybody woke me up and said, Someone says, so the suffering of the people is in order with you. Maintain man. My problem with you is you lack economic sense, and you generally lack sense. The suffering of the people, is it Tinubu that caused it? I'm asking you, the suffering of the people, is it Tinubu that caused it? I say, how slow can you be? So Tinubu has been in office for 80 days, came into office, did not meet 1 naira allocation for subsidy. Is the cause of the problem of the people. You are not even holding the last government that did not borrow enough money to cover this year's subsidy. It's like when a Nigerian man decides that he wants to be stupid, he will be matching a koala bear stupidity for stupidity. So can I please continue? Unlike you, I understand micro and macro economics. I was having a conversation with my mother-in-law today as we're driving out. She was like, the government needs to support Innocent. I said, Mommy, I agree with you. But you also need to understand that if the government is supporting Innocent for consumption, we are not going to get any better. We are not getting any. I say this all the time. I say this all the time. Until they can export Innocent to the US, that an American man will sit down. You know, American people, they want to buy Lexus, they want to buy Infiniti, they want to buy BMW, they want to buy Mercedes Benz, they want to buy Toyota, they want to buy Mazda, they want to buy Honda. Until an American man or a German or a Japanese man wakes up in the morning and says he wants to go and buy Innocent Motors, until that day, we are producing to consume. And production for consumption is a slow way out of poverty. The slowest possible way out of poverty is production for consumption. It's called sustenance farming. I don't the old. Sustenance farming. Someone said DF is about to export to other African countries, sir. I am not interested in other African countries that their currency is at par with our own or weaker than our own. Until you sell to the dollar, the euro, the pound, you have not started to affect our economy. Subsistence, thank you. Sustenance, subsistence. Thank you very much. And as we were driving, I asked, you know what? And it's very sentimental and very emotional for people to look around you and say, we should support Innocent. I asked my mother-in-law a question as we're driving. I said, Mommy, look around you. We've been driving from Lekki. We've reached Oshodi now. How many Innocent motors did you see on the street? Not one. Not one. I now asked again. I said, my ML 350. I bought it for, was it 13 million? I used it for 3 years and I sold it for 15 million. I'm no jokes. That is how valuable the Mercedes-Benz brand is. I have used my Honda, my Camry for 2009, 2019, 10 years, 20, 21, 22, 23, 14 years. If I sell my Camry today, I will still sell it for 4 million naira. If you buy Innocent for 10 million, 2 years later, if you can sell it for 5 million, we will clap for you. If you can sell it for half price, I'm not saying don't even match the price. Half the price. Someone said resale value for Benz is bad though. I don't know what country you are in. I'm telling you what I did in my own experience. I bought the car, 13 million, and I sold it 15 million. Even if the dollar had increased, I shall still collect my money back, or nearly collect my money back. Try it with Innocent. This thing where I just tell you, try am with Innocent. Someone said you sold it because of dollar increase, not because Mercedes-Benz or Toyota is great. That is a lie out of the pits of hell. Do you guys realize that cars had production cutbacks during COVID? So the prices of cars went up. One. Now, let's now still talk about this dollar. Innocent Motor is not produced on a dollar. The Mercedes is imported on a dollar. That my same Mercedes, if you want to buy it today, you will spend 20 million. Dollar is going up. It is hedged on an international product. You want to drive Benz, there is nobody manufacturing it in Nigeria. You have to bring it in. Someone said, did you, Bio said, did you sell exactly that? No, I didn't sell exactly the value. I lost some money on the dollar. But after using a car for 3 years, I more or less got the same value I bought and I sold it for. About the same price. About the same price. I don't need you to buy your Innocent at 10 million and sell it at 10 million. Buy it and sell it at 5 million after 2 years. Just try it. Buy it at 10 million and sell it at 5 million after 2 years. It appreciated on the value of the dollar. Innocent will not appreciate on the value of the dollar. Now, all of you saying that the Mercedes will not appreciate once BRICS start. Remember, BRICS is German. And remember, Mercedes-Benz is also produced in South Africa. Baba, you know what I'm talking about. No. Listen, there are 564 people, 65 people watching me on Instagram alone. 250 people watching me on YouTube. 162 watching me on TikTok. And 136 watching me on Facebook. I dare all of you, if you are driving an Innocent car, put your hand up and send me the picture to DM of your car. I want to see the car particulars. You'll be amazed that over 1,000 people are watching me here. Not one is driving Innocent. Not one. Mention you get Innocent. Mention the model and show us the papers. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. My mom bought Toyota Highlander for 3.5 million 10 years ago and sold it in 2022 for 3 million naira. That thing, if na Innocent, if you see and sell 800k, people will clap for you. Someone said the governor gave it to my mom, Innocent car, of course. Forget, your mother does not count. I'm talking about people that counted their money. It's completed and went to buy Innocent. I want to see all of you. Let's talk. Someone said, Organa, person business. I'm not spoiling. You see, my problem is a fat woman asks you, am I? And you say yes. She will say you insult him. We're talking, okay, prove me wrong. Why are we so sentimental and emotional in this country? Prove me wrong. Let me tell you, a car is an investment, whether it's a liability or not. When you want to buy a car, you think of selling it. That's why Nigerians don't drive BMW. Nigerians don't drive BMW. Why? Because it is hard to resell. Nigerians don't drive Volvo. Look at Kalu said 2014 Hilux bought brand new in 2014 for 5.5 million, sold for 14 million in 2023. Let's not even talk of G-Wagons. I know somebody in the UK that bought G-Wagon, used it for 1 year and sold it and made $50,000 profit. 2020. Bought it. He got it delivered in the UK 2020 during COVID, used it till 2021 and sold it and made £50,000 profit on G-Wagon in 1 year because of production cuts. Same thing with Corvettes. They were listed brand new for less than 80K. Go to the shop, they will see second-hand ones for 109K. From 80K, 25K markup because of production cuts. So this is not the conversation we're having. The conversation I'm having is, can we stop being sentimental and focus on the facts? Let's run a random survey here. 1,000, more than 1,000 people. 262 on Facebook, 609 on Instagram, 220 on TikTok, and 168 on Facebook. How many of you here are driving innocent cars? If I see 10, I go come out my shirt. If I see 10 people here, among these 1,000 plus, 10 send me car documents in their name of innocent, I will come out my shirt. I'll do the rest of the program without my shirt on. Put your money where your mouth is. Oh yeah, start sending me. I want to see your name. So as you go put your car document, you go put your driver's license. Unless na person where I know, like Simply Vic, where I know a name, say na Irubi name. Put it. Let's stop arguing. You'll be amazed that out of these 1,000 people here, 600 of you get Toyota, including me. On my street, every house has a Toyota. Let me start. My neighbor here, Highlander. The next one, Highlander. Me, I get Camry. The next one get RAV4. This lady here gets two Prado. The one opposite get a Highlander. The one opposite there, okay, now only that guy no get Toyota. The guy opposite get Tundra. 6 houses. I've given you, all of us have one Toyota each. One Highlander. Me, I get Camry. My neighbor facing my house get RAV4. Neighbor by the side of my house has 2 Prado. Neighbor across the road from that one has 1 Highlander and 1 GLE 53. Across the road from that one is the only person that does not have Toyota, has Nissan and Hyundai. Opposite that guy's house, they have a Tundra, black Tundra. I don't quickly give you, nobody in my entire estate, I've never seen one innocent. Let's have a conversation. Should we start counting the Benz? I have a Benz. My neighbor opposite also has a GLE. The one next has a GLS, the latest one. So, in this my same clothes, there are 3 Mercedes-Benz and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Toyotas. 3 Mercedes-Benz and 8 Toyotas. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's talk. So what am I trying to say in Ogabi? I'll bring you later. I want to finish what I want to say. Someone said Innocent is a new company. Remember, I understand and I appreciate what they are doing. But I need you to know that they cannot bail us out of our current hardship. We need a product that the West will buy. That's China for you all day. This is an iPhone 14. It is assembled in China. For each of these phones, China is making dollars. Dollars are coming to China. And guess what? To talk to you today, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 iPhones and 2 Samsungs, all assembled in China. So for me to talk today, China is earning dollars. Until Nigeria starts earning dollars, we are not going anywhere. Anybody saying I'm spoiling the business is sentimental. It's like you telling me I'm fair, I'm yellow, and I'm now offended. The truth should not offend us. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen or double click the screen. So here's what I came to talk about today before I got distracted. And someone said, is Innocent thinking of battery-powered cars though? Even battery-powered cars. Let me talk to you about something here. Do you realize that India went to the moon yesterday? They went to a part of the moon nobody in the world has ever gone to. The South Pole of the moon. Let's have that conversation. India. So the level of our development is very, yes? Okay. The level of our development is very slow. Let me come back to what I was talking about. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to be distracted. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen or make I hail people where they buy my market. Dadati Johnny, my number one gifter. Bishop, my number two gifter. Follow my number one and my number two gifter. If you're watching on TikTok, follow my number one and my number two gifter. Follow my number one and my number two gifter. Now, let me say what I wanted to say. I have no problem with a pastor supporting a government. Close my door. I have no problem with a pastor supporting the government, even though I would rather pastors stayed neutral. There is no part of scripture that shows Christ supporting whether Pilate. If you read when Pilate sent him to his own governor, his governor met him for the first time. Pastors need to stay out of politics, and I'll explain to you why. Politics in Nigeria is very messy, it's very dirty. It's very dirty. You will stain yourself and you will stain your God. If you carry your God and enter inside Nigerian politics, you will dirty yourself and you will dirty your God. I'm not saying this to spite any of the pastors. Sometimes I'm angry with them, but in this particular issue, I understand where Pastor Kumuyi is coming from. He's praying for the nation, but you see, the moment you put God inside Nigerian politics, that is the way it is. You begin to rub smear on God. Somebody say Paul was a politician. He himself was a politician. Did not mean he played human politics. He played religious politics. He did not run for office. Was not a senator. We need to be. Someone said you cannot dirty God. Nigerian God is in the mud. You cannot dirty God. Are you joking? Nigerian God, they don't rub a mud. Look at the last election now. God showed me a vision. Before the election, they will arrest Peter Obi. Before the election, they will arrest Tinubu. Everywhere we scatter, there will be no inauguration. Tinubu has been in the office for 80 days. Not only was there inauguration, 80 days later, we're almost going to a war. And you are telling me that they never dirty your God? They don't rub am dirty now. In the name of Jesus. The Lord will deliver the people. The people will go. Another man came and said, angels are watching the ballot box. I asked the brother again, are the angels part of the rigging? Or are they condoning the rigging? Or are they so powerless that people are slapping them and telling them to get away while they rig? Not carry your God enter Nigerian politics. You dirty him. You dirty yourself, dirty your God. The two of them go mess. Ni like yarayin. Someone said you were happy that Benue State priest won. I was happy for him. But let me be honest, if I had my way, I would tell all pastors not only to not contest any election, they should keep quiet. Pray for Nigeria. Quiet. Now, if at any point in their lives, if at any point in their lives they want to comment on politics, they should leave God out of it. They should leave God out of it. They should come and say, I, Pastor Kumuyi, I pray for Tinubu and hope that he will do well. Don't come with it like a message from God that God said he will do well. No. So what if he fails? Then God is a liar. One Daddy Gio climbed his pulpit in 2016 and declared in the name of Jesus that the IMF is a liar, that the dollar will fall against the naira. Unfortunately for him, he did not only declare it among his circle of friends, they tweeted it. When they finished tweeting it, jobless people went and screenshotted. Crack up. You know, remember that time we had BlackBerry? It was munch, screen munch. And they munch for him. Today, when he made that declaration, dollar was less than 300 naira. Today, dollar is dragging with 1,000 naira. They are locking each other as shit. 1,000 naira go slap dollar, dollar go slap them back. The two of them, they drag like this. Leave me alone, I no go agree. You are making a declaration in the name of God in a country that is neither godly nor applies or submits to logic. Abroad, you can actually go and look at the weather map and then come and make a declaration and say it is God that told you. Nigeria, if you try it, if you try it in Nigeria, they go disgrace you, they go disgrace your God. So you have the right. Now. A lot of people are insulting Pastor Kumuyi for making that statement. No, he has the only problem I have with the statement he made is the word God. Of course, I have a problem with pastors participating in politics. And let me announce to you all, going forward, you will not see me involve myself. Any candidate you like, pick. If you come to my page and say, why am I not supporting your candidate? I will block you and I will shake way for you and your papa. My calling is to preach the truth. I will not interfere in any form of politics in this country. I don't come out my hand. Going forward, I'm not going to support Showore. May the best man win. All of you saying, Pastor Kumuyi is supporting Tinubu. Pastor Kumuyi. The ones that supported P2B, did you complain? The ones supporting Atiku, did you complain? You cannot have a system, but you see, you are used to it. When you go to the Bible, you will cherry pick the one that you like. You will go to the Bible and cherry pick what you like. So if Pastor Kumuyi wants to support Buhari, now if he wants to pray for Buhari, they should find a way of removing the prophetic from a prayer. I, Pastor Kumuyi, pray. I'm not, he's my elder, or I cannot suggest to him, but I can only appeal to him to look at it this way and say, I hereby pray that the hand of God gives Tinubu wisdom or guides Tinubu so that he may lead Nigeria to the promised land. Even with that prayer, you still have to be careful. Khalid Wave says, Alaye, open your church too. Let me respond to you. Open your brain. I would have said open your brain, but if you open granite, your brain now have granite, they know if you divide them, so they can't open it. ó máa ro ó máa sọ ẹ̀gbẹ́ kú ni. Mo dáràn rẹ̀ tanná wọ́rọ̀. Wọ́n sọ fún ẹ ní. Kó tó ṣẹ̀kẹ́ gbagada bíi kọ́mú gbélé pawó. Ó rẹ̀ bọ́ sórí láìmí ó ń san kàntàkàntàn bí ẹni tán fóògùn náà. Àló ṣẹ̀kẹ́ gbangá bíi kọ́mú gbélé pawó. Ó ní kán túmọ̀ rẹ̀ fún ọ. Can I please continue, the rest of you that have decided to have sense and are not like, where is he again? Kali Dave. Accept request, make I comot your cap. Go comot your papa cap for house first. Sorry, did I say house? Go inside the bush where your papa dey hunt bush rats. Abẹ́ wà lóko ẹ mọ́, wọ́n wẹ́ mọ́ tẹ máa jẹ àwọn wèrè. You are the definition of ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ tí ò lẹ́yìn. Mo fẹ́ gbé ẹ wá sórí live mi ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ tí ò lẹ́yìn. Jádànù. Someone said you are quick to curse people when you don't agree with their comments. I don't curse people that I don't agree with their comments. I curse people that are rude and badly brought up and a good representation of their poor upbringing. Can I please continue? So, if you see as this guy look, the definition of hunger. Someone said, can you please abuse me for sweetie? No, cornerstone, I don't know if you abuse you. If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. I'm looking for my number one gifter. What are you throwing away?
It's just books.
For your Samsung.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You don't throw the box away. What if you need something from the box, the warranty? Keep it on your cupboard. Close my door well. Can I please continue? So, back to my topic. The more Nigerian pastors call God into Nigeria. You know, not say Nigerian problem. I don't want to say God cannot solve Nigeria's problem, because God can do all things except lie. And sometimes Nigeria's problem requires somebody to lie. But you see, Nigeria's problem requires a kind of thinking that we are not ready to face. We are not ready for the level of thinking that Nigerian problem is asking of us. And China, that borrows us money, does not believe in God. At least they don't believe in our God. So it is obvious that what we need to better ourselves is in our own hands. I was driving today we're going to Alimosho through We're going to Alimosho through sorry. Sorry, somebody's sending me some stuff. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Let me attend to this. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Okay. So, all right, awesome stuff. So, TikTok people, double click the screen. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 gifter. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 gifter. Yetunde Babalola doing Ishola. That's my number 2 gifter. Follow her, follow her, follow her, follow her, follow her. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 gifter. So let's finish this year. There's a conversation that we have to have, and Nigerians are not ready for this particular conversation. And that conversation is the conversation of tying our camels before we pray to God. Before you can call God into any venture, the first question I'm going to ask you is, have you done the necessary bid? Have you done what you need to do? So I said I was going to Alimosho. Yes. Sorry. I don't forget. I was going to Alimosho to see my family doctor, Dr. Can you imagine? I'm forgetting my name. Akinlade, Crown Hospital. One of the most thorough doctors. I know hospitals don't do adverts, but man, one of the most thorough doctors. So around that Oshodi, we took a turn and we passed this. I'd forgotten. I was deep in a conversation with the Uber driver and my mother-in-law that I not bring out my phone. Normally, my phone day hand. We passed one, I think, apostolic church. Beside it was a brothel. As in sharing fence like this. The church is on one side, big. Beside it, you see girls in brown pants. A brothel. As in next to a church, sharing fence with a church. I was weak. So that is a problem, if you ask me. And as far as we have this religious mentality without actually putting the religious mentality to use, Nigeria is evidence that we don't obey Christ. All the instruction Christ told us, we don't obey any. We just pray and enter some spiritual realm. You know, let me give you a story here. I know a gentleman who was given money to tar a road. He did such a bad job that people were shakering for him. And one day I ran into this gentleman. This was, I think, 2014. He just bought the latest range, as in mint. So I just saw him and said, bro, this your car is so nice. Wow. He said, it is God. See, I no give am blue, na small remain. I'm not joking. Next time I'm going to that place, we'll pass there. When we pass there, we'll take picture and record video for people. A Nigerian man will steal government money and use it to build a house. And when they ask you, wow, man, this your house is very nice, the first thing that will come out of his filthy, soak away mouth is God. Then the person will begin to preach to you. His mercies endureth forever. Do you know that Nigeria, devil go dey laugh God. Devil go call God because of Nigeria matter. He go dial God number. God go pick. Devil go just he go cut phone. On top Nigeria matter, devil dey laugh God. Person go sleep with politician. Lizzie Clark, God bless you. Thank you for sending me that money gun. Person go sleep with politician. Some go sleep with the politician, still sleep with the politician dog. And they will ask you, how did you do it? It is God. The grace is sufficient. One woman won election in Nigeria, was walking in a race. Orora baba shere gere hele beche che rababa rebe be rose cherega. You are giving God glory. In this Nigeria, you are in a political office and you are giving glory to God. Many Nigerian women are defined by this line: small, big, great God. You get a position in this country, leave God out of it. No God, not get anything to do with them. If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Hey, YouTube people, where are my super chat, super stickers? That's why they've always forget YouTube these days. Oh, YouTube people, oh yeah, super chat, super stickers. Oh, daughters of Zion, where are my super chats and my super stickers? What Bake cannot do does not exist. When I'm rob, I want go rob, they pray. We don't rob God error for this Nigeria. We never rob God, oh. Nigerian God, that Nigerian God where we they worship, because we created the Nigerian God in our own image. Nobody feel rob God error for, but Nigerian God, in cloth go down, he go down, they resemble mechanic by now. Nigerian God right now go down, they resemble mechanic. If you see him for road, you go avoid them. You don't go want make it touch you, because they don't rub and dirty. Nigerian politicians don't rub and dirty. Nigerian Olosho don't rub and dirty. You will see Olosho. She did Dubai. She did Dubai with her Aristo, will be person husband. Early morning, 7 a.m. She could just join them. Oh, the Lord, what God cannot do does not exist. Oh, shebere, shebere, shabara, shabara, olosho, rebe, chebere, chebere. Nigeria is definition that God cannot be mocked. But this Nigerian God, they don't mock him tire. They don't mock him tire. And we know they hear word. Nigeria. We know they hear word. Someone said, but Bede Nolan, please, in all things give thanks to God. He knows everything, he allows everything to happen. But in the end, we'll all see why he did it. Even though the Bible leans towards what you just said, I would also tell you that Africa's slavery and enslavement also leaned towards what you just typed. They sold our ancestors. The answer we gave them was God knew about it. Before you joined the Free Nation, when we first started the Free Nation, Ogabio, just give me 5 more minutes. I'm bringing you in 5 minutes. Before we started the Free Nation, there were 3 books I made compulsory for everybody to read. Animal Farm, not Bible, forget Bible. Before you pick Bible, you must first have read these 3 books. Animal Farm, Watership Down, and The Arrow of God by Chinua Achebe. 3 compulsory books before you can begin to understand God, before you can begin to understand Christianity, before you can begin to understand religion. You must read those 3 books. Watership Down and Animal Farm are allegories. They are used to allegorize the society. While Chinua Achebe, The Arrow of God, is also an allegory, but a depictive introduction on how the people accepted the white man's ways. And if you read Things Fall Apart, you will understand how deep a prophet Chinua Achebe was. I swear to God, if no be say Bible say no graven images, I will be more comfortable with a picture of Chinua Achebe in a church than the picture of white Jesus. If I walked into a church and I saw Fela's picture, beside it I saw Chinua Achebe's picture, I will be one. In fact, I will stand in between the 2 pictures, and because these are prophets. What they said 40 years ago is ringing true today. Meanwhile, your geos are saying things 4 years ago, and we are saying, did Pastor Kumuyi not say Buhari and what's his name? It was God that sent them. Someone says, don't judge, buddy. The Bible does not say don't judge. The Bible says judge righteous judgment. That don't judge is part of what they used to enslave you. The books you are all supposed to read again, just go and buy them. Stop being dumb. Save yourself. Buy these 3 books. And perchance you have the opportunity, buy the 4th one. And you must read them before this year ends. If you don't read them, you will miss out of the prophecy of Nigeria. If you've read Animal Farm before as a child, read it again with an open mind. If you've read Watership Down, read it again with an open mind. They are very playful, childish books, but they will get into your subconscious. They will penetrate your subconscious. The 3rd book is Arrow of God. Number 1, George Orwell, Animal Farm. That's the first, your most important book. You will understand how society works. Just read Animal Farm. You will understand how society works. Watership Down is not as important as Animal Farm, but it also throws some childlike light on how society evolves and how people are trapped in society. Then the third book is Arrow of God, Chinua Achebe. And the fourth book is Things Fall Apart, Chinua Achebe. You don't have to read them. I will advise you read Animal Farm first. It's short, you finish it in 1 or 2 days, unless you are slow. When you are done, Watership Down is a bit longer, so you can jump to Arrow of God, come back to Watership Down, and then go and finish Things Fall Apart. When you finish reading those books, you will understand that you have read prophecy. You will understand why Nigeria is the way it is. Then you will understand how deadly a scourge religion can be and how you must tackle it with very religion is radioactive. It can poison you. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was Tinubu's certificate. How can you buy stars? If you are watching on Facebook, bottom right hand corner where you are, just where you typed, you will see a dollar sign in a rectangle. A dollar sign in a rectangle. Click on that dollar sign. You'll see how to buy super chats, super stickers, or super likes on Facebook. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 on TikTok. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 on TikTok. Things Fall Apart or Arrow of God. The two. You can start with Arrow of God and then end with things. Arrow of God will give you a glimpse of how Things Fall Apart came into being. And then you understand Things Fall Apart very well. If you're watching on Instagram, go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDY FREEZE. Scroll down to today's video on Facebook. Bottom left hand corner, you will see how to buy stars on Facebook. So go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, click on today's video. You see me wearing this cap and waving my hands. Click on the video, bottom left hand corner, you see how to buy my stars. If you're watching on YouTube, where you are typing your message, bottom right hand corner, you will see how to buy super chats and super stickers. Who is my very first person to buy my super chats or my super stickers? Who is my very first person to buy super chats or super stickers? My very first person to buy super chats and super stickers. Let me give you a holler. And the first person to buy 1,000 stars on Facebook, I'll give you a very special shout out. Follow my number 1 and my number 2 gifter on TikTok. Double click the screen. Yeah, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. So I wanted to say about Tinubu's result. Let's be careful when we jump to judgment, because when you accuse somebody wrongly, it waters down your argument. For instance, now I accuse Simply Vic of being a thief, and Simply Vic can prove that he's not a thief. Any further argument I submit is going to be a problem. Ofure Okoje, thank you so much for sending me $10 on Facebook. Thank you so much, my darling sister. God bless you. God bless you. So let me bring the people who are requesting to join me live and let us hear from them. Sabio, I'm sorry if I kept you. I just wanted to pour out what was on my mind. So we are bringing Sabio now. Where can you download Arrow of God? I don't know. I have the hard copy. Big shout out to Irene. Irene back then bought Arrow of God for me. Sabio of YouTube. How you
I
doing?
greet you. I greet you, my brother. How you side now?
How you doing?
Good, 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 good.
So let me
Hope you
hear
hear
you.
me clearly. Oh.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. First of all, I want to commend you for not today for the work you've been doing. Because if there is anything me and you agree on years back, I first learned about you when you appeared on Linda KG's
2017.
Something about tithing. Yes. That was when I first learned about you. So I have to start from there just so you know that when it comes to anything pastor and religion, me and you not get one disagreement, if that makes sense. Do you understand? For that aspect, that is when they say somebody is 100% in line with you. Because at that time, that was one of the issue of tithing that I was dealing with. You know, yes, just before you made that particular show. Just before then, in fact, somebody else who watched it called me too and said, "Did you see this guy?" And I said, "Yes." So I smiled. So the spirits marched together on that angle. So when it comes to Nigeria Christianity and all that, my brother,
We are one there.
argue. That one will be on 5 and 6, not be for that one though. Now, when it comes to this Nigeria thing, I understand. You know, I keep telling you, I know you love Nigeria so much. So we all do, you know, and you know, and everything. So this topic for today, because I joined, you know, I'm at work. I'm working remotely, you know. So I sometimes when you don't see me, I join, I come out, you know, when I come back, I just join again, you know. So I might miss one or two parts. But my contribution here today, for the part I listened to, you know, during this show, because I heard you, I know something brought to that topic about like Inesomoto and all that.
Yes.
One thing I noticed, even though I don't know your political stand 100%, but you have made it clear. I noticed that if you had the opportunity to choose among the presidential candidates, you would definitely not choose Tinubu, you would choose Showore. Am I correct?
Which is what I actually did. I chose Showore.
Okay, very good. That is your choice. And that choice alone, without me saying whether right or wrong, shows that at least you know that there is somebody better that would have been better, preferred to Tinubu. So that puts you on a very good light. Do you understand? But however, I want to, as a friend, you know, advise you because for those who have no understanding, you could be misunderstood like a diehard Tinubu person. You know what I'm trying to tell you? No, I know. I'm telling you.
I'm
Because,
getting you though.
you know, if your stand had been that, yes, we are not saying don't support. Yes, we are all to support the government that will work. Like, for instance, none of the presidential candidates do I have specific passion or interest in. That's just me as a person today, right? But however, whoever Nigeria get today will still pray for the person to work and deliver the country to success. But however, if I was to choose, I would still have not choose Tinubu. That's me. And I don't want to move into politics, not because of him as a person, just because I am a strong believer that the Nigeria political system needs total overhauling. So I don't want anybody, I don't hear, even Peter Obi, I don't hear name, all of them, I don't want anybody because at the end of the day, you know, so, but I don't want to bring the argument. So, but however, let's leave that. Now, to the Inosomoto, I don't know Inoso or Inosimoto, whatever they call it, I don't know it. But let me just share my diaspora experience to you. I know you traveled a lot,
Fantastic.
You know, so you understand. So, my brother, you see, let us be very honest. When it comes to production in the world, apart from pastors, pastor is the only thing Nigeria produce today that if you go search and say top first, Nigeria will come out. For instance, top first richest pastors in the world, Nigeria will come out. Apart from that, please, I need somebody to tell me anything, put it in the comment section that they will write top so in good thing, that Nigeria will come out. None. So what do I mean? Nigeria don't even produce wristwatch. Nigeria don't even produce wristwatch battery, say, not even wristwatch. The battery where they charge wristwatch where booking they say, to the best of my knowledge. Do you understand my point? So with that being said, every country, the first way, what I think people were saying in the comment section, those who were trying to counter you, were saying the same thing but in a different way. Nigerians, no nation that their EDG will be the first to patronize their product. No, it don't happen like that. Mostly, it's very rare. That's just the truth. So it is the government that will find a policy to make the people use that product so that that product can be good. So what am I trying to say? For instance, whether Inosomoto last or not, Nigerian government is supposed to not get law by today. Say no government official car should be any other car than Inosomoto. I'm telling you, even if they cannot, they
I
should go
agree
in line with that.
100%.
Yes. Then with this fuel thing and all that, they can even come with a design with Inosomoto and say all car, all the keke and petrol they use for Nigeria, not be India, they go car and come from that time and China. So even if Inosomoto they do motorway not too strong, I don't think to do keke and pay will still be their problem. Do you understand what I mean? So they can do a transport line gas vehicle with Nigerian government in support, so that when those things don't full road, that is where me and you now that are the private citizens will now begin to think that, after all, it not be the same car where they carry people publicly can carry my daughter or my son to school. You know what I mean? Then you start using that one like the way you use your Toyota for school runs, some kind of things like that. So if our government don't accept, because this has always been the problem of that country, Nigeria. See, my brother, one thing, the day I left my thoughts about Nigeria is only one thing I thought about. See, if the leaders of a country don't believe in that country, you as a private citizen believing in that country, you are a fool. That's just the truth. Because if people were whole night, yam, not believe in the country,
they don't believe in the pounded yam where they want go cook. But you won't believe in them.
Thank you. Now you were the way for the food. Now you come to say you believe in the chef. It doesn't make sense. The reason I'm saying this is, if you look at our country politicians today, let's not mention names here. Believe it or not, you can take it or leave it. 90, if not more than, almost all of them, their first place of residence is abroad. It's just the truth. Why they really did that country sometimes, not just to play job. If they want to school, they go abroad. If they want hospital, they go. It's just, I'm telling you the truth. If you like, put CT scan machine 20 for that country till tomorrow, the Nigerian politician will still fly for checkup to advanced country. So that already tell you that they don't believe in their system. Do you understand me?
How many of their children are in public schools?
How many of their children now public even forget public? How many of their children are in school in Nigeria? That the priest, that's why they give this post soft landing. You could know the reason now. You say public school. No, please don't segregate this thing. Let's be realistic. At least you know people who are there. See, forget a politician who come to you, those will be your friends. See, I had politicians that were deceiving me before. When they sit down with me and talk to me in that country, they will be telling you things like, no, we are doing it here, but go and check if they are buying it there. They are not. It's the truth, I'm telling you, my brother. Let us be sincere about it. If you ever go close to a politician in his house, opener, where they do for Lagos, he will not buy that opener in Lagos. It's when you show him the opener that was made in Dubai, that has designer. That is what he's going to buy. So this is open now, and the opener still get fault. So what am I trying to tell you? You cannot cry more than they believe. It's just the truth. See, they might tell you that, my children live here, my children live here. I'm telling you the truth. Once they don't finish making it, see, any Nigerian will not get, any politician will not get office at the moment, does not live in Nigeria. So Nigeria is where it's only where they go to make the money. That is not where they live. I'm telling you, that is not where they really live. Trust me, my brother. They don't live there. They live abroad, and it's not only politicians now. It has even become private people, which is okay. Private people is their private decision. So what I'm saying all this is, I know your passion, I know what you are trying to talk about, but you need to understand some basic reality. You know, so that those people you are really trusting, may they not leave you for angle. They are deceiving. I'm telling you the
trust
truth.
anybody for Nigeria. Trust.
Yes.
Hey.
You know. Then, conclusively, let me tell you, my brother. Do you know that same Inisomoto who they talk today? You know, for instance, so I don't care about it. I don't give a damn. I'm sorry for using that word. I don't know him. I don't know anything about his company. But I want to tell you something. If that same Inisomoto car vehicle, even though it's weak car, if he's here in the US, if the lifespan of that car will be 20 years in the US, in Nigeria will be 4 years. That is the truth. Do you understand my point? It's going to be 4 years because the roads there. See, I don't brag. I don't have a very big vehicle. I drive a latest vehicle. Obviously, it's a Jeep, a latest one that I bought. I didn't buy cash. So may not say I can't brag. But it's the latest vehicle.
You have worked hard in your life. Why should you not brag?
I'm bragging because I did pay cash. So I'm letting you know. Do you understand?
But what I'm saying is, sorry. What I'm saying is, I like when young people show off their achievements to motivate other people. Oh wow! So if I'm an IT consultant, I can make this kind of money. Because some people have lost hope. They don't believe saying only Yahoo. Because you where do IT, you know show your motto. Yahoo don't show a motto. Olosho don't show her motto. So if you where they do IT no show your motto, university student, he see Olosho, he see Yahoo, he see their car, he no see your own. Which work you think say go they tempted to do? So I like it when the doctor poses with his Benz or his BMW. Oh, it's me. If I see doctor wey show him motor, I go put am there, I go praise him, because we need our young children to know that you can be a lawyer and be a billionaire. You can be a doctor and be a billionaire. You can be a computer scientist or an engineer and still be a billionaire. So people can be motivated, because right now, Yahoo guy go hammer 10 million. He go use and go pay down payment for 15 million motor. You don't get the 15 million, no. But go use that 10 million down payment, begin to drive the motor up, and everybody will hail and say, Benz for life, Benz clan. You understand? So please, I'm sorry to cut you.
For that one is the societal orientation, the mentality which you have been dealing with here. You understand, and you're trying to educate people. But just to share light on that one, please, dear. You see, whether you like it or not, even some Nigerians come here and it takes them a little while to really understand the difference. The reason why in this society that I live today, okay, you cannot, I repeat again, you cannot use any vehicle, I use that word, any vehicle to do yanga for anybody. Do you know why?
Everybody can buy it.
Because everybody can buy it. So, and two, just so you know, by the grace of God, through my career, I've gone into company, how they do things and all that. A multi-billion-dollar company today, if they need 10 vehicles, they are not going to pay cash. Quote me anywhere. They have the cash. They are not going to pay cash. They buy those stores, write agreement with these companies, and they pay. Now, what am I trying to say? A Yahoo boy, even if today you are in the US today and you have $200,000 cash to buy one particular vehicle, DF, I will be the first person to tell you, say, are you okay? These $200,000, if you have a good credit, you can carry that $200,000, put for one account. You will go and buy that car today without ₦1. Daddy Freeze, I walked into a car shop. God is my witness. I only paid $100 and something. They gave me a car, brand new car, zero this thing. Now, what am I trying to explain to you? This is the thing. You know, those who don't understand, don't understand. Those who don't know, don't know. The reason why you will not use that 250K there is because that your money, 250K, is still what you are going to pay with a very good credit. I'm telling you the truth, with a payment. So that 250K, you can actually use that money for another thing. That is my point. There was a guy years back. We are in Nigeria now. We must get all the kind of friends or people we have met. He made small thing. He won't go buy Benz for Atlanta, 30-something thousand. Now I tell him, say, if I follow you go there, you will give me this 30-something K. They will give you that Benz now. Now only I will not go there with ID card. I will only go there with the knowledge of my Shola number. Finish. And once I knock on, they don't read your record and a payment slip of my income. Finish. They will give me this same Benz. The guy begin to look me. GF, in the US, any cash shop you enter, it is presumed by the seller that you are coming to collect this car with your credentials, not with cash. That is the assumption first. So when you are not telling the person you are paying cash, the person is not looking at, like, you know, when you go somewhere in Nigeria, and it's like, you won't go tell somebody to say something for cash and say, I won't buy this thing for credit. Cash can't look and say, you be Nigerian, like, where you from come? That revert it the other way. When you go into a cash shop in the US, the first assumption by the dealer is that you are coming here to buy that car with your credentials. That's all. So that is why the first thing they will do, they don't want to waste time toasting you to buy that car. The first thing they will try to help you do, they'll say, before we run your credit, just give me an idea of what your credit is, your score. So if you just tell the seller, say, I'm 700 plus, you say, oh, you get a good rate. It will start selling for you. It can spend hours with you and make you, convince you to buy that car.
What's the highest credit rating in America?
8 plus. 800 plus, yes. So you understand?
How do you build an 800 plus? Sorry, how do you build an 800 plus credit?
Okay, now here is how credit work in the US. A lot of people in America, if you make mouth that you've never bought anything credit, you are a disgrace to the economy because it's going to affect you. You build credit by receiving or buying or accepting things in credit and demonstrating over time that you are paying. Okay? So once you do that, your score will continue to go up. All right? If you miss payments, all right, or your score will come down, or you utilize your credits. Like for instance, I have a Chase that every time they just send message say that your this thing has increased by 2,000, 3,000 because I don't use it. It's almost going to about 15,000 plus in that particular account. Do you understand? But what I do is maybe if I use it too much, I'll just use $100 and pay it. Do you understand? You know, so because the society is just like the more you get, the rich is achieving more. Do you understand? Than the poor. So the more you get, me and you can buy the same vehicle in this US for $50,000. Okay? I will pay that vehicle. They will ask me to pay, let's say, $400 per month. Is my payment plan. You that have a lower score, that is still the poor man, they will ask you to pay $650 because your credit score is what determines your APRO. Yes. So your APRO is determining, your credit score determines your APRO. So everything about credit has to do with timing, understanding it. See, if you come to the US today, if you like bring billion into this country, the first advice person that love you would do is go and get a credit card. You don't need that move, just get them. If that makes sense. You don't need it, just get them. Because you are building that credit over time. Then, because most of us came here like migrants who came from at 30, 40 or thereabout, there's another way that you can actually beat your credit up to as well. Which means somebody can add you. Let's say if you have an American or somebody who has been here for like 15 years. Like say you come into the US today, I cannot put you under my Chase card and say Freeze is a user of this card. So that my 15 years credit report will not carry you for back to build credit. This is what people don't know.
And they come America, can't do some of this credit. Make me say big credit worthy.
See, Another thing I will also tell you that they freeze. In fact, maybe you should spend time and just Google it, because I watch a lot of YouTube. That was how it also came to your YouTube and all that. There are not even Nigerians, Indians, who will tell you that they came to America with nothing. It was their credit card they used to buy their gas station that they own. They want one particular rich Indian guy. Maybe I have that link. I don't want to touch my phone here. He used his credit card. What am I trying to tell you? There are people in this US today that the total credit worthiness they have is over $70,000. Some 100 plus. I'm not talking of worthiness. There's a difference between worthiness of looking for a loan, though. I'm talking of worthiness of a physical cash in a card. That one is different. Do you understand? That one is different. It's different from, oh, I want to buy an expensive wristwatch today, $20-something thousand from one watch company, and I don't have $20-something thousand. Just run my credit, and I get that. So those are different things. So I don't want to really, because this is not about credit.
But I'm enjoying the topic. I'm learning. Everybody here is learning.
Yeah. So, I'm not speaking as a finance, but I'm speaking myself. I'm in tech, but I'm speaking of my experience here with credit and this thing. And I have to say this because of the statement you made. So you don't have to be a criminal. That is just the key point here. It's not about maybe talking high of America. No, that is not the key point. The key point here is just that you don't have to be a criminal. All right?
Yes.
I have a friend who is an advanced guy. He lived in Nigeria. He came here. The only work he could do was he wanted to drive trailer. In Waka enter trailer shop using cards, they give him a trailer. So what am I trying to tell you? These are the opportunities. So if you look at our boys in Nigeria, even if you buy car, na cash. Even if you want to buy the tire, na cash. Even if you want to do this thing, na cash. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So this is the reason why it is very important for those guys out there who are into this kind of riffraff life, like the one you recently talked about, some guys killed a baby recently or something like that. They should stop all that rubbish. Do you understand? It's just the society, and doing it. Then I see people say maybe nobody say credit is free. You see, this is where orientation is a very difficult thing for people to understand. Comprehension is a difficult thing because nobody say. In fact, credit is not what you should use. Like we said, have it, build this core. You need it. You need it. When you want to buy a house here, worth 500K, two people will go to the same market. One person would have good score. They will give that person that house with an APRO of 2.something%. The other person will be getting 20-something% APRO. Common sense. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, all those houses you are attending here in Houston and everywhere, where they are doing housewarming, this and that, they don't write outside, I bought this house cash. They don't write it. On your vehicle in the street, they don't write, I paid cash for my car. They don't write it. So the truth of the matter is that the society tries to make everybody a leveler. You understand? So the fact that you see a medical doctor, even in the US, driving an expensive Benz, does not really mean. The only thing that it tells you the person's profile. DF, this place, you cannot rent a house without your income, your monthly income divided by 3. I'm not talking about buying, no. Listen, in the US, if you tell me where the person is living alone, I can tell you his income brackets. That is the truth. Without missing word, for instance, where I live, anybody when they enter that place, that compound, you don't already know, say, get better work. No be mena. There's no two way about it. They don't collect cash. The reason is this. Listen, dear. If your monthly, whether I buy you do, whether I rent to, if your monthly rent, for instance, example, is $3,000, example, right? You must show proof that you make $9,000 every month. Otherwise, you will not get that house. So it is US standard is divided by 3. You can check it online. Do you understand me? I don't know for every state, but I know I've lived in over more than 5 states in the US, and I've been to more than 15 states within the US. So I'm telling you now, anywhere you want to go and rent a house in the United States, apart from documentation, you must show proof. So anybody that says it's not true, I don't know where you rent your house from, because they will do soft pull on your credits to make sure you don't have criminal this thing. They don't do APRO for rent. They don't do APRO for rent, but they're going to make sure your income is checked, that you make. They are trying to save you. It's not like they're trying to discriminate you there. So you cannot come in Nigeria. Now you will see somebody when they make 200,000 every month, you go rent a house of 200,000, for instance, because he believes, say, corruption still decide that job. Every other also by the side, I go take that one till they eat. It don't work here. Please. If you want to rent a house, you must show proof that you make 3 times of that income. So things like that. So the society helps. And also that credit, I'm telling you now, dear, when you talk of credit score is also a way to help people. The government don't intend to use it to harm people.
You just have to be hardworking, and you have to be dedicated to paying your credit.
Yes. So they are saving you. They are not trying to influence you. I know somebody who did a nursing job during that COVID period, right? When they do those travel nurse. Now that time he took go buy house. So that period, his pay slip was higher. Okay? So when they were selling the house for him, he used that high pay slip to get the house. After COVID finish, the job now is still there, but the pay can't come down. Now he's doing what they call almost all my money they go for house. You know what I'm trying to say. So, and I told him that, I said, listen, use your minimum, because the truth of the matter is that these people are going to help you. If you are not qualified for that house, they will tell you. They are not trying to be selfish. They are trying to tell you that based on this your income, my baba, if you collect 4K every month, you can't give us 3K. How you and your family want to chop now? It don't make sense. So credit score is not a bad thing. So in a society where things work in terms of that, so that is that. So please, dear, continue your work. Take it easy. Politics, Nigeria politics. I understand. See, I understand this thing. People who know me way back, they will be laughing. They'll say, "What would they tell this guy?" I told you in my last contribution. This should be the second time, if I'm not mistaken, I've joined your life. I told you something. I said they used to say that people abroad will say, "This my love for Nigeria." Me, wait down here. They used to tell me that this your love for Nigeria. Let's say you go be Nigerian president. Do you understand you? The reason why they tell you, say, I'm not saying Nigeria is bad, but Nigeria have problems sometimes. Now show that they carry on.
It's a tired
person. The problem.
It's a tired person.
It's a tired person. So
wait till be your best Nigerian food. Wait till be your best Nigerian food.
Me? Now whoa.
Owo soup. Anytime you come Nigeria, we go chop owo soup.
No shaking, my brother.
We go chop owo soup. We go chop owo soup. Now. God bless you, Bill. God bless you. Thank you so much. I will cut out this your whole segment. Now lecture on your own for people who want to learn. Big shout out to Chief Fine Babe. Chief Fine Babe, are you still there? She sent me $49. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was reading something when you were calling me. Omo, one American guy come Nigeria, married man. Now so he can't carry this babe. Be like say I go bring the girl, make you yourself even dig here, make she tell us her story.
The babe for Nigeria.
Yes, so the married man come. Be like say the married man come wound them.
Shut one.
Hey, join me.
Serious matter.
Make yourself even hear the matter. If you carry a table go Obudo Himbo too, because now American man will come Nigeria. Come wound as in if you see this girl I know if you allow and put the hey, where are you? Join me now live.
Hmm. Eh? And the man don't marry for you.
He don't marry for you. Be like saying wife no even know. They toast this girl. Tell the girl say he never marry.
Ah,
Hey, Baba, I dey fear. I dey fear.
Donna, big meal.
Shemo cover am. Abi,
No,
mo
no,
expose
don't they
am.
cover this. No, don't they cover. Depending on the now, this thing do pay as you go. You know, say
No, him
we
been
not dey
tell the
support.
Nigerian girl say he wan marry am.
Oh, okay. Ha, that one, eh?
So
You know,
him
say
come
that one
come
time,
Nigeria. The Nigerian girl come see say he get wife. So she come vex. She dey come
Okay.
tell the story now. Where are you, oh sister? Where she dey hospital? Him come kpukpo am.
Ah, but
Um,
also she never collect, she never contact you. She don't chop belly full.
she
Something
don
don't
chop
enter the
belle
thing.
full, but she never. She chop, but she no belle full.
Oh, okay.
She chop. She tell me say she chop.
Hmm.
Now they follow
Oh,
chat for
wow.
side. Baba, this our work no easy. You go there in the one place, another
You
person
know
dey
it's
follow you.
you.
She don't send me all the picture. The guy wound down. Hey.
That one our area now. Now my area of specialization be that one. Handling all this because we are strongly against
If this man
oppression.
here,
Oh.
if this man here say, that's why I say make you no even go. Say, Bio here, wherever in day go begin the peace for body. Wherever in day. Say American man leave America.
You
You
get the way
come,
go
you
do.
dey toast girl for
Go do
Nigeria say you wan marry am.
collabo on the matter. You go hear me.
This one even pass me now. Obodo Oyinbo matter. Where this girl now? Oh, she dey here. Very good. Now so people they get luck, oh. Because wait, normal you know they did my life. So they carry America problem, can't give us. Today now we go solve. If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Now, my darling sister, because please don't cry online. I beg you, whatever you do, if you cry, they go close TikTok. They don't do me that thing before. I carry person call, so I want help her. TikTok thinks I did depressed. So when TikTok they hear tears, they go just shut you down because they believe that people feel by themselves. So just don't use strong words. If you want talk, say the guy sleep with you, just say we do fakafiki. No talk the S word. You understand?
Okay,
Just say kerewa. So we can already see from your face that you are not in a good place. So tell us your name. Tell us the name of this man that did this to you, and tell us your story. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Stella.
Mm.
So, we've been talking for like 3-4 months now, and
Can we see your
he's
face
in the
properly?
U.
We are just seeing your eye. Yes. Good. Okay.
We've been talking for like 2 months thereabouts, and we decided to go into a relationship. And then he said he was coming to Nigeria, and I was excited to see him and all. So he calls me like every time. So I asked him if he was married. Then he said yes, that he was married, but that he's divorced. He's no longer with his wife. So he now explained that the reason why he got married was because he wanted to have his papers in the US, that he got there and he needed his papers. That there was no serious marriage. He didn't come to Nigeria for the marriage. All through they were in the US. The mother does not even know the woman, and that she's an American. So, but that they are divorced now, and that he's ready to move on, and he wants to settle down. So I gave him the benefit of doubt, and I fell for everything he said. So he said he was coming to Nigeria, and then he came in. He came in since last week thereabout, but then we only saw on Monday. I went to see him on Monday, and we've been together. And then I noticed the lady he claims that was divorced was calling him frequently. So I asked him that what's going on. She's still calling you. Like, are you still with her? I don't want any issues. Just if you're with her, just be with her, but don't lie to me. And then he started swearing that he swears that he's no longer with, that it wasn't just a visa thing, he just needed papers, and that they've not even come to Nigeria, she's an American and all that. And I cried, I was sad. So then I told him I wanted to come back home. So today, I was supposed to come back home today, and we've been, before I came over to meet him, we talked about something that he was supposed to do for me. So when I was about leaving today, in my mind, I just felt like I've already been fooled. Like it's. Decided to let everything go. That was what I had in mind, to just let everything go and come back home. So I asked him that what we talked about, is he still going to do it and all that? And so he said, next thing he said was, what is he going to do for me? And I said, we talked about something. You were supposed to give me something and you said you were going to help me out. Then he said, what about your sister? Can she help you? So I now asked him that if I could go to my sister, I would have told her already, and we already discussed this thing before now. And then he said if I'm a prostitute, I should let him know so that he can pay for my services. I got angry. I felt bad, and I told him never to call me a prostitute again. I slapped him, and then he pushed me to the chair.
You slap him?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie about anything. Then he pushed me to the chair and he hit the back of my head. So I said, okay, no problem. And I cried. He seized my phones because I wanted to try and call to get an Uber to leave. He seized my phones and I kept on begging him, just give me my phones. I want to go. But then he held on to my phones and he was like, he's not going to give me my phone until I calm down. I told him I just want to leave. So he held on to my phone. Then he was about checking out from the place where he was staying on the mainland. We left together because he didn't allow me to get my phone. Till now, he was still with my phone. We left together and I said, okay, when I get to Lekki, I would get an Uber and leave from there because he was lodged on the mainland, but I stay in Lekki. We got to Oniru, and then I was supposed to request my Uber to go back. So while we were in the house, when we were dragging, when I was trying to get my phone from him, he tore my dress. So I now told him that there was a shirt he gave me before with this whole quarrel, like 2-3 days ago. There was a shirt he gave me. So he said he wanted his shirt back. And then I told him, why would you want your shirt back and everything? So he dragged the shirt from me, and while he was trying to get the shirt from me, that was when.
Don't open it. You can't open it. No show. I'm sorry, my sister. Because of the Instagram does not allow all these kind of things. They go give us babanla wala. So please don't be angry, because of the graphic warning, all those kind of things. So what I wanted to tell you was, I saw the injury, and I must say it is quite a lot. So he hit you. Continue.
Okay, so when he tried to get the shirt from my bag, that was when he hit me. Yeah. That was when he hit me on my head and I started bleeding. So then at this point, I just told him, just take me to the hospital so I can get treatment and leave. Then you can go your way. There's no issue. I don't want anything from you. Just take me to the hospital, let me get treatment and leave. We got to the hospital because he didn't want to be involved in anything. He left me in the hospital and ran away with my load. Everything I came to his house with, he took it with him. And since I've been begging him to just bring back my things for me, I don't want anything from him. Just give me back my things. And he has refused to bring them back.
Okay, what's this man's name?
Bayo Balogun.
Bayo Balogun. Mr. Bayo Balogun, we would like Mr. Bayo Balogun, we would like to hear your own side of the story. The lady here is alleging that you are married, but you didn't tell her you were married, and then you had an altercation, and then you dropped her off in the hospital, and according to her story, you ran away. Mr. Bayo Balogun, we want to hear your side of the story. We're very fair and very balanced. And luckily, we have Brother Bio here from Obodo Imbo TV, who is American, and he's also going to present your case to the American side. And I'm sure, my darling sister, you get the hookup of Brother Bio here. So you
Yeah,
have to.
Daddy, please.
Yes,
Yes, permit me to say something, please.
go ahead.
My sister, Mrs. Bayo, if I hear you clearly, at this point, you want him to return your things first, right?
Yes.
That's all I want.
Are you sure that is all you want?
That's all I want.
Okay. So, Daddy Freeze, sometimes anytime when person carry case go meet lawyer, the first thing the question the lawyer will ask you is, what do you want, right? And like after you talk the case finish, the lawyer will ask you, what do you want? You will tell the lawyer what you want, and the lawyer will be able to tell you if they will be able to help you achieve what you want, right? Based on the case you presented. The truth is, you deserve your things back. I personally believe you won't deserve more, but I don't want to go that route for some reasons, because this is what you want. So, Mr. Bayo, my name is Sabio, and I know people come to Instagram for different things. You might want to go look at Obodo Yibo TV Live and see the work that I do there. Do you have the picture of this guy? Just a clear picture when I can see his iris. So, I can bring you out. I don't want to do anything that will harm you. Please, even before you come, first thing first, if you ever get to see this video, go ahead and return our things first. If you don't do that between 24 hours, we're going to get all your contact from her. We're going to try to reach you out directly first. If you try to prove stubbornness, then it will be very bad for you. I have an advice for you, my sister. I know definitely that you said that he told you that he was married, that he married somebody because of paper or whatever reasons, right? Whatever reason gave you. I'm using you as a point of contact to reach our young guests that are here to listening to us, that, no matter the reason that somebody abroad gives to you, a married man is a married man. Okay? I'm not saying if it's your choice to date a married man, no problem. But do not rely on that statement that, oh, I just married this person for this or that or whatever. I don't know who he's married to, whether it's a Nigerian or proper or an American Nigerian or an African American or whoever, a Caucasian or whoever. But all I know is that he is married. Okay? I don't understand, because I'm going to ask you again. A lot of men, women, they come to Nigeria for fun, they make friends, transactional something, you know what I mean? Did this your relationship portray the image of a transactional relationship, or an image of, I am coming to look at you, I will marry you, you are a possible dating or relationship person? What will you say, my sister? I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sorry, I didn't get what you said.
Okay,
what he's
my
trying
question
to
to
say
you
is
that, okay, go ahead.
the impression that you are giving us, and to an extent I share that impression, that your relationship with this Mr. Bayo is a transactional relationship. I give you something, you
No,
give
no,
me
no. I
something.
liked him.
No,
No, I
we are
liked
just
him when
judging
they.
from your own story. And secondly, he also wanted to come and see if you are his spec, if he can have something serious with you.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. He just told me he was coming into town, and I was excited to see him.
Okay. All right. Because
Because
from
you know
what
he's also going to come and share his own side of the story.
yeah, yes.
Uh-huh.
Because from all you said here today, to be honest, it's very clear that you guys started having issues when you asked him of what he had promised you. That was
No,
what brought this issue.
the issue started when the lady that was in America started calling, and he told me before then that he wasn't married any longer, and he told me the marriage was not something serious because they did not even come to Nigeria. His mom doesn't know her and anything, and that she's an American. So, but when she started calling him, and then he started putting priority to her calls, he excuses himself to pick her calls. That was when I started
You
feeling
became
bad.
jealous and possessive. Right. Okay. I understand. Well, my sister, let me tell you something, eh? Dear, so that we there Yankee here, oh, this Obodo Ibo that we there here. You know why I ask this question? See, you yourself, my sister, you have said it that he told you that he was married to somebody and all that, right? But later, you now said, I don't know what was the timeline, because you were talking for just 2 months, correct? Before he came to Nigeria, right? So if people were talking for 2 months before he came to Nigeria, right? And he told you that he's married, because if people were dating for 2 months and he had already divorced with that woman before coming to Nigeria, he wouldn't have told you about that woman at all. So definitely he was with that woman when he came. And I believe that you know, or you knew that he had somebody, even though he's an American or whatever, according to your understanding. But let me tell you, Americans don't do relationship like the way Nigerians do relationship. Sorry to say. I mean, most of our Nigerians there. See, you cannot marry in this US and your wife will give you breathing space with this technology where we do. So, if you ever have that mind in your life that you will friend somebody with this modern technology that we have that is married, and you are not ready to sacrifice. I'm not saying friending a married man is a good thing. I'm just telling you, then you are not ready. Because, number one, as DF did there now, in the Niger, now America, where me I did, you did somewhere else. See all of us with you. It's technology. Are you hearing me? So, if my own woman now, as I did here now, the next 5 minutes, if I want to know where she did, now just to do FaceTime calling. Do you understand me? It's not like maybe there's not. So once you know somebody is married or somebody is there, definitely the wife is going to call him. And definitely he's going to pick his wife's calls. Do you understand me? So that one, I don't know what you were expecting in that angle. But it seems like this guy have not even spent 1 month with you, but you were already feeling entitled, my sister. I'm talking to you now as an elder brother. I'm in my 40s. I don't know how old you are. Are you hearing me now? You felt so entitled within a very short time. Do you understand? That is just the truth. You felt so entitled because if I was even thinking you were angry because of the things he promised you. But instead, you said you were angry because he was picking the lady that gave him supposedly by him.
No, I wasn't angry. I didn't want him to leave her. I just wanted him to be sincere to me, like tell me the truth. If you were in or out, if you were lying, I don't want to be with someone who is married. So tell me what you are doing. Okay. And if you are lying, all I wanted to do was just know the truth. If I had known the truth, I would have gone.
So, no. This is not judgmental. We don't judge here. You came out, you brought your case. We are here to protect you. DF have said that our goal is to protect you. So this is not, we are just saying it. as much as we are doing this, we have to also tell you the truth, because this is public. This is going to remain on air for life. Do you understand me? So if me and DF cannot face you and tell you the truth, we'll be deceiving ourselves. Now, when he comes, this is not what we're going to say. He knows what I'm going to tell him. Because this is a different platform. This thing he did to you now, regardless of the circumstances, if he had tried it in this United States, he would be sleeping in cooler right now. He would have been under cooler. He put on the chi with ice block for inside cooler. That is the truth. Regardless of anybody.
I don't even want anything from him again.
No. Wait, nobody said you want that. Listen, we know what you're saying here. Nobody said you want that. But whether you like it or not, it's still good you learn some lessons, and those listening also learn. That is what we are trying to say here. Do you understand? So, DF don't like long videos. We will treat everything behind the scene. But I am trying to tell you, please be careful. This your mouth, clip and shot too. Say, most of us who are the Yankee, our head not balanced. So, do you know why? Hold on, let me tell you why our head not balanced. That our Nigerian mentality comes, America, it shapes our head that we become somehow, in a way that we don't like to see BS. So when we see BS, the way we handle it might be a little bit different. So what am I trying to tell you? He promised you the time you spent with him and everything. Do you understand? He don't have right to collect those things back. Because those things he collected were the things he gave you. True of us.
No. My own things. The things I went to his house with. My stuff.
No, you can't take your things. What is he going to use with your things now? Is it
my clothes, my shoes, my cream, perfumes, everything that I took to his house.
He
went with them. Yes.
Your own things.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. How old are you?
I'm 33. I'm 33.
How old is he?
How old is he?
34.
What part of America did he come from?
Texas.
Oh,
okay. I just guess.
Nah, them. Anyway, like I said, we have to be fair, so we must hear his side of the story. However, it is unfair. At least we can see you obviously in pain. So we need to hear from him. I need to run. Brother Abiy, I've taken you from your own schedule. Thank you so much for helping us judge this particular matter.
Yeah, just send his detail. Any detail you got, sorry, send it to him.
I will send her details to you.
I will send you the guy's profile and everything within 24 hours here in the US. Everything. Yes.
Okay, so she will send his profile to his details to us, but we don't want to bring him and roast him until he at least comes first and talks to us in the background. So it's not it doesn't look like we are looking for. We just want this woman is in a bad state in that America where he is. If you do person like this, make him a worker for road.
No, that's my point now.
Do you understand? So you don't go leave America where it is sweet for you. Can't do our Nigerian girls like whatever it is. Even if you pick her on the road. And she said, hey, BJ, I have 5K. And you do them like this, you are still in trouble.
That is the point.
So, once I get off this live, you're going to send me your details. I will forward them to Brother Bio. Brother Bio, me and you go there inside DM. We will get to the bottom of this matter. Tell her to give me 1 minute. We'll get to the bottom of this matter and everything will be solved. That I can guarantee you. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry for what you've been through, but ladies, also ask questions. Many men in America are married. They are married. And when you are dating a married man, you cannot be possessive with a married. Don't be you get him.
No, you get him.
Yorùbá people say ẹni tó fẹ́ parẹ́ lórí owó tó rí he ẹni tó tọwọ́ ẹ̀ sọnù ńkọ́. Person wey wan kpai on top money wey you see for ground, the person wey lost that money, wetin you wan make him do? You see the money for floor, he wan beat people, say hey na my money. The person wey lost am go, wetin you wan make him do? If you wan kpai on top another person something. So it is borrowed love, rented love, whatever you want to call it. The moment you find out, and men, please be honest. I want you as my side chick. I'm coming from America. I'll bring some dollars for you. Let me be doing fatafiki with you. It doesn't
Ask me, oh, DF.
It doesn't have to. You don't have to lie to someone. Tell them the truth. Woman will go sleep with you, go sleep. Whether she
go sleep with you,
go follow you. So it doesn't have to get to this. Now your wife, where they call you, where they dodge to answer a call. Now she go they watch Daddy Freeze live. I went to eat amala today in Ibile. By the way, Ibile in Ilukpeju is the best place to eat amala in Lagos. Any day Amanda Ilukpeju, I must eat that Ibile amala. Amala Ibile. I carry my mother-in-law go there, plus Uber driver will carry us. All of us go there. We chop. I still carry some corn, give taste buds for house. So as I did there, one guy just waka come meet me. Now American guy where they watch me for America is watching me live now. Lekon. If you are here, raise your hand. He just waka come meet me for Ibile. Say, Daddy Freeze, I watch your show, blah 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 blah. So that your guy, even if in the form saying no, Daddy Freeze, in wife or in wife cousin go they watch this live, they go don't call him by now. By now, they go down the call and say, Baba.
Daddy Freeze, there's something I must do. If I don't do it, I won't be happy. My sister, how much is your hospital bill?
So far, they said 175, but I'll sort that out already. My people will help me.
Your people will help you. Okay, you are claiming right, so you will sort it out. You can sort it out.
Yes, my people will help me.
Okay, no problem. Daddy, please go ahead.
Brother Bill wanted to help you with your bill. You want to make your people come help you. Don't be shy, you.
Thank you.
That's what you say. Thank you, Brother Bill.
Thank you
for considering her. You understand? So that is where we end this. We're gonna do the rest back at the back. Lady, me and you also have some small counseling, some small advice where I go give you. Because for your life, never hit man. No. Let me tell you, if my daughter slap man and man slap him back, nothing. If my daughter arrest the man, I me go pay him bail. Say you get mind to slap man. On top waiting, no ever try him again for your life. Wait to make you slap man. Fine, he has no right to do what he did to you, and he did not return with a slap. He wound you, so in they at fault. But you also triggered him, so don't ever, whatever you are doing, if you not like when they raise hand for you.
There were so many lies.
It doesn't not your. You see your son. You see your father's last born. You know, touch another person. He lie. Waka come out from your house, carry your load.
You waka come out. You said it.
You get violence for your body. You get that, you fool your body.
You can't take possession.
You can't.
Meeting him is to know him. That is it. And if you find out that he's a liar, then you discharge. That is understand? You discharge.
If we are dealing with all these domestic issues, what is bad for the woman is bad for the man. So that is one thing you are going to learn from me today, and never in your life again. You use your own hands, spoil your own story. Because if not only in do you this, Baba, he's a goner.
I be done set now. All this one they thought that hey, look at the laugh. See, you know they call me in Obodo Igbo, they tell you I'm the woman's man. Like I have a soft spot because I have a daughter. Are you hearing me? So I always tell people, I tell my fellow men, I said, listen, it's not about a gender thing. If you have a daughter, or you have a sister, or you have a mother, each fight you fight for a woman, you are fighting for your own. It doesn't mean I'm not a gender person that say, okay, become a man, I'm a German. No. So even seeing like this, when you came live first, my temperature up go up. I said, this guy will roast man. But when you start telling your story, sorry to cut you DF, as you come to say, now so you do
this and this. Be like this.
That's what I'm trying to say. So DF, let me let you run it up.
Bill. Lovely hanging out with you.
Bro.
We're gonna move.
All right, just
everybody.
Keep me updated to follow up with this.
Take care. We will definitely give you an update. And join me at midnight. I'm coming with the CEA who is going to teach us how to do real estate business in the USA. Join us later at midnight. God bless you. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.